Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar news update video. This is going to be a fairly quick one. There's not a ton to talk about, even though I think ultimately both of them are fairly interesting. It's just there's not enough detail in both of these things to go in too much. But we'll start off with this. So I think in the last news update I did, I talked about the Funko Pop Poll that went up on Funko's website to vote for what the next Nickelodeon Pops are going to be. And Avatar was on the list. Well, we now know the result of, I suppose, this thing that they're doing to figure out the next Funko Pop. But there's a bit of extra stuff to it, in that it turns out there was actually a second round of voting on Twitter, and that was what was in the end going to determine the actual winner, apparently. So it looks like from the first round of voting, Avatar, Danny Phantom, Drake and Josh, and Fairly Odd Parents were the four that kind of had the most votes. So they did a Twitter poll, and I don't know why they didn't just leave it as the initial poll. Maybe everything got like somewhat even votes. I get the impression Avatar probably still won. But they wanted to make sure. But I found it a bit weird that they never revealed in the first place that there was a second round of voting as such. And they say here the final round. In the end, of course, as we can see here, Avatar did win, but it was much closer than I expected it to be. 35% of the vote versus 27 for Fairly Odd Parents, and then 19 for Danny Phantom and Drake and Josh. That's pretty surprising to me. I think part of this is the fact that I suppose to a degree, a lot of the people who voted in this were, I think, mainly people who just follow Funko on Twitter, and a lot of people who maybe saw the thing on their website didn't even know about the second round of voting and maybe didn't get a chance to vote. So I think there's a few things that went into maybe why this isn't as maybe accurate as it probably really is, because like all of the comments that I saw about this vote were like Avatar, Avatar, Avatar for the most part. So I think in the end it's a fairly substantial, I think, victory for Avatar here. The interesting thing though with this is that they haven't said anything about this since. This vote was finished on basically the 28th or the 29th of March. And like the reason I didn't cover this when the Twitter poll ended was because I was kind of waiting to see if they'd say something, to see if there was actually any details about, yeah, so Avatar 1, there's going to be like X amount of pops released in like 9 months or something like that. But as far as I'm aware, they haven't even like really acknowledged anything about this poll, just that like here it is. And I find that kind of weird that they wouldn't even just like put up a post to say Avatar won the next Nickelodeon kind of pop vote, more news coming soon. They didn't even say something as simple as that. So I'm kind of just very confused right now as to what's actually happening here. I assume it's probably a case where they just didn't have any of this stuff planned just yet. In that, like, I don't think they already had like existing Avatar pops kind of designed that they could like announce the designs of initially. So who knows how long it's actually going to be. I'd like an update, because I think this is actually a pretty popular piece of merchandise that a lot of Avatar fans are going to be interested in, but a picture is obviously going to be, a picture of them is going to be the key thing when it actually is released. So maybe someone who's more familiar with Funko Pops can let me know if they do these polls often, how exactly they go about this. But right now I actually have no idea when there's going to be an update on this. It's, I suppose, just wait a couple of months and we might see something about it. But that's that. Second piece of news kind of also sort of came out of nowhere, but a couple of hours ago, Zen Monkey Studios once again posting about more Avatar pins. And as you can see here, there's the Suki one again, which we know is still coming soon. I'm surprised it's not actually out already. But two new ones that we actually haven't like seen before. The Azula one, which we knew they were working on an Azula one, but we didn't know they had kind of finalized one. So there's the Azula one and the Roku one, which I think they had confirmed that they were like looking into at least doing some of the avatars. So Roku seems to be the first one. And then they just say later but soon. I don't know if that means like obviously they posted this more or less yesterday. Does that mean like it's going to be like today, basically, like when they go up live, or what? I'm very interested about this because I think I'm probably going to place my next order when these ones go live. Like I'll probably get Suki and Sokka, or like Suki and Azula. I'll probably wait with Roku to see if they do any of the other like avatars, because I actually like the look of both of them. Zooming in on the picture a bit here, the angle's not the best to get a great view of like the newer pins. In that Azula's face, I think we need to see a more kind of like flat angle, just to like perpendicular to the pin, to actually really see what exactly the face is like. Otherwise, I think it looks really good. I just can't get a great sense from this angle about how exactly like the eyes look. But it seems positive so far. The Roku seems actually pretty good. It's, I think, the pose you'd expect from Roku. I think Azula will probably get other pins down the line as it goes on, and I'd expect to probably to see her get like a kind of one where she's doing blue fire or a bit of lightning kind of coming out of her fingers or something like that, a little bit more action focused. But as two new pins, I think they seem very, very good, in that I think for the most part, I do think that most of the Avatar pins have been better than the Korra ones. But the Suki one is definitely one of my favorite ones, so I'm really eager to get that. But yeah, still waiting for pictures on the Azula one to see just exactly like the details on the face, but it seems good so far. I think is the main thing to say. So I think we're still waiting to see like what the next Korra pins are going to be. I think Wan has been one they've been talking about for a while, but we haven't seen any sign of. Cabbage Merchant, I think, is still to come for Avatar, and I think they have some other ones as well in the planning. So cool to see they're still like going ahead and stuff like that, but definitely more waiting to see when these are released. But I'm definitely getting the Suki for sure. So in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are on Avatar winning the Funko Pop Poll, and what you think they're going to do about like announcing information on it. And then what are your thoughts on the new Azula and the new Roku pin from Zen Monkey Studios? But yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.